Hello everyone, welcome to UN Autonomous College Digital Class. I am Nirupama Mishra, Faculty of Library and Information Science. Today I will discuss about the forms of library catalog. In previous class I am already discussed what is catalog, what is the importance of catalog and how the catalog should be helpful for the every library and also as part of the users. The forms of library catalog is a very consonantal part of catalog and it will be described in the containary and the formatical part of the library catalog. Actually, a library, if you are a user and you are very fresh user, okay, you are coming to the library for the first time and you are not able to collect or what is the library, how the books are available and how could you collect or access all the information. It is very useful for the every librarian to connect a user to a library through the library catalog. I am already described that library catalog is a bridge who connect the library and also as part the user, and it is created as a bridge. The library catalog is very conventional form or it is very essential element for the developing a library and the library container. Students, first I will explain what is the role of library catalog. Actually, if it is a library is a movie, okay, if library is a movie, the director is that library catalog and the hero is that library classification, okay. You are already watching many lots of Bollywood movies, Hollywood movies, you are always says that wow, the hero is doing very great well, like your Bahubali is a very famous movie and you all know that ki Prabhas is the best hero. Is that way, library is the Bahubali and library catalog as your Prabhas, okay. So, let us start that the forms of library catalog. Okay, come to the forms of library catalog. Actually, I am already described that the library catalog has been a very important tool and making all the resources very easier to the users. In the modern libraries, we are not needed any content of the information through the traditional ways. But in the proper way, in the present scenario is described that the importance of library catalog is much more essential for the every new users. Okay, in that way library catalog is actually making the library very easier. Basically the form of library catalog is divided into the two forms. Okay, it is basically in the two forms. One is outdoor or physical form of library catalog and second one is kinds or inner form of the library catalog. Outdoor form of the library catalog is actually the out form of the library catalog or it is known as the physical form. What is the library catalog and how it will be look like? This is actually outdoor form of the physical catalog. And it is very essentially how the size, what are the appearance and how it will be connected to the users, how it is look like. It is your physical form. And the main physical form should be further divided into two types. One is conventional form and another is non-conventional form. Today I am only discuss the outdoor or the physical form of the library catalog. In next class I am discussing about the inner form of the library catalog. On the outdoor or physical form of the library catalog also divided into two types. One is conventional form, a second one is non-conventional form. Conventional form is that this is available in a physical content or it is available in a form of the contents, okay. You can see, you can access, you can touch the information like your printed, already Ranganathan always says the document those are library available, it is two types. What is this? Conventional and non-conventional. Conventional is that this is in the printed format, okay. Non-conventional or it is maybe we can say it is electronical format or we cannot touch the information but access the information. In that way the physical form of the library catalog divided into two types, conventional form and non-conventional forms. The conventional form of the library catalog also divided into three parts. Okay, carefully listen, the library catalog should be divided in the two types. One is outdoor form, next one is inner form. Outdoor form is further divided into two types, that is conventional form and second one is non-conventional form. Further the conventional form of the library catalog is so divided into three parts, that was in card form, book form and zip form. Okay, first one is your card form. Card form is actually it is very popular and very useful for every kind of library. Maybe it is for the small libraries, big libraries, special library or any other libraries. Actually, card form is developed in the during 1950 century. Okay, It is the first catalog which is prepared in the Paris. Okay, it is, and also it is very essential and content information to the Dolan library in the 19th century, which was prepared from the first time in the Paris Academy of the Science. And it is very easy to maintain, to contain, and it is should be created by the every kind of libraries. This form of the catalog entry all is our desired order to a card form. It is actually in the size is 12 centimeter, 12.5 centimeter, and health is 7.5 centimeter. This is your 12.5 centimeter and 7.5 centimeter. This is your card format. It is your author, it is your title, it is your call number, accessor number, it is your hole pinch. Okay, and this is your card cabinet. If you are complete your card, you put in this card cabinet, and card cabinet is look like this. And it is a rod, or it is a panic rod, which all the punch hole in the card, this is punch hole, and it is put in that row. Okay, and it all the datas, all the cards are put in this cabinet. This is your card cabinet, and it is your card catalog. This is actually the card cabinet is contained in a kept in a standard, and it will be rooted and collect all the information should be stored in a particular way of the information. The height of the card cabinet is 6 foot. This card cabinet is on the 6 foot. Okay, because it is 6 foot, because the minimum the human beings are well known as the 5 to 6 feet. That the reason the card is not much more height. It is on the minimum 6 feet. The thickness of the card is 0.025 centimeter. The thickness of this card. It is very popular in India. Basically, in every kind of the libraries should prepare the card catalog and also keep in the card cabinet. What the advantages are the card cabinets? So it is actually very obvious that every card or every catalog should have some advantages and some disadvantages there. But the card catalog have the very defined advantages are there. What the advantages are there? It is easy to guide. Yes, it is very easy to guide every kind of users, and it is and create a very connective relationship to every kind of the users. If you are a very unknown person for the library, you can feel that it is in the homely environment through the library catalog, because the library catalog is very easy to understand every kind of information and deliver all the information in a systematic and clarity way. The card catalog should more double bitted and non in packet in the proper way. It is then the thick in the paper. The paper should be maintained a long time. It is arranged, and it is possible from the united information described in a proper arrangement, in a proper order. Economically, yes, it is very economically to prepare in at a time, and it is present in the very appearance is very clear. The users can easily understand and easily access all the information. The card can be easily changed if the books is not available or book is outdated from your library. It is wedding out. All the information should be wedding out. At that time, you can easily put the card on the holes. Okay, this is your card cabinet. Na? All the cards are storage in there. If one card is not available or not necessary for your library, you can put the card. Okay, but the sequence is already maintained, so that is no impact on the other cards that you put or a card, those are not available or not essential for your library. It is very easy to update actually. What are the disadvantages? Actually, disadvantages not much more in this catalog, but it is somehow it is and very simple disadvantages are there. Actually, it is very easy to maintain a small library. If you are a big library and if you are want to more and more catalog cards, you want more catalog cabinets, and it is actually very occupy much space. That the reasons this is not comfortable for the big libraries. Okay, it is busy library when the single user can monopolize. Yes, if it is a card cabinet and one user can go through the card cabinet and search the catalog, that the reason other words are the standing in a line. This is the reasons. So in the busy library, where the libraries are access minimum 10,000, 20,000 students at one a day, that the reasons this catalog is not given the sufficient information or sufficient time to the every kind of users, and not attending every kind of the users. Only those days cards are too expensive. Nowadays it is very expensive, because computers are there and computer information should be easy to access and easy to prepare also. It is not economical today, yes, it is present scenario, it is not economical. It cannot be accessed by the user easily. If the user known what is library catalog, how it will be connected, how it will be accessed, it is very difficult to access or attain all the information through the candle. Next, your book register or printed catalog. Okay, it is very easy, actually it is outdated, it is not used any kind of libraries, but yes, it is in the school libraries or like your small cabinet libraries or small public libraries, small village libraries, the book or registered printed catalogs are now also available. Which catalog entries are handwritten or printed and bounded in a volume known as the register. It is like your book or volume of the books. It is done, it is United Nations or United States who is first published this kind of catalog in the 1723, but it is brought out in the 1745. It is easy to prepare, how it is, because it is look like your books. So all the information are put in the written, or you also print out all the information, those are related to the catalog. It is single user can use, yes, it is one time user can. If you are put the catalog, after using another user can be used. Only one user can use at a one time. If it is say one copy available in the library, one user can access at a time for the one informations. After that another can put in a information. It is basically used in the closed access system. It is not used from the open access system. What is closed access system? Actually closed access system is that system where the information are closed, and if you want a book or any materials, you should put in a seat, and this is going to put in your library desk. After the librarian or assistant librarian or keepers are access all the information, they collect information and given you, not you actually go to the section and arrange all the information or access all the information by your hand or by your own. It is under closed access system. But what is the open access system? Open access system is that well the information are open. You can go through the library, you can easily analysis and access all the information, you can touch already all the information, you can search whatever you want, you also put that, and you after that you given to the librarian can issue all the information to you. This is actually open access system, and it is very easy, and actually the closed access system is killer the 5 law of library science. But open access system is maintain a curricular development and contemporary development to the users. This is your book or registered information. What are the advantages? It is under simple. I am already tell that it is not consolidated at any selection, or it is outdated in the library. If you are in the outsider of the library, you cannot put the information. It is not easy. It is in very connected information. If it is not easy, and it is actually, and the sentence of the time, all the several entries cannot put in a particular sequence. It is occupy less place. But the information are not connected to the users at a one time. Disadvantages are there. It is always remain outdated. If one book should be misplaced or should be lost in your library, you cannot remove the catalog from the book. But in the card catalog, you can remove easily. It is less durable. It cannot be arranged in the document accordingly. Yes, it is not arranged in a proper way. It is no first guided to available to printed or to provide all the information. It can be not replaced any information if you are lack, or if you are leave the any information further you cannot put in a proper way. It is not placed from the new entries. If you are complete the register, you cannot put any other information, and it is actually too expensive. Then SIF catalog. It is actually a catalog which is permitted to instruction of the new materials. Okay, it is in a very consensual way. It is in the European countries, it is much accessible, and it is actually provided on the information from that, but in India it is not able to access all the information. It is first used in the University Library of the Lyon, and in the 1876. In 1892, it is also have a very rich content, and every European country should be accessed and should available all the information, but it provides the self lacking in the very contemporary wickets. This is the difficult that it is not given very much information to their users. What the advantages are there? It is actually combined advantages of the book and self catalog. Actually book and card catalog is the very contextual information. It is provide much and more containary or provided completely information to their users, and SIP catalog should be collect all the information like your any kind of document, and you should be provide in a particular provented. It is also helpful. More than one entry can be prepared on a shelf. You can access all the information, and it is and the very cheaper. Actually, it is very cheap and very easier to collect and provided to the users. Occupy less place because it is not handling or removing any content of information. It is put in the side of the book. That the reasons it is not occupy any place, or it is also not occupy or not attending any guide of the information. What are the disadvantages? It is actually cooperative, it is not cooperative to the users, it is not familiar to the users. In due to the following advantages, some libraries in the world are not accessible on that catalog. If one book is entered on one slip, you are the wastage of the sanitary. Okay, it is not containing much on more information related to one type of the book should be contained in a one place. It is retyping, always it is overlapping, over-convoluted of the documents, and in the every kind of entry all the information are very actually it is under not containing all the information or not accessing all the information. It is always in a provented and retrieving of the information, and it is durable in the compact systems, and it is interactions and the width of the catalog cards. Okay, this is your conventional form. Actually, conventional form it is very popular behalf of the computer applications, where the libraries are not using computers, only the manually we can access, we can manage all the library function. That times the conventional forms are much more helpful for the every libraries in the world. But in India, the card catalog is mostly used, and it is very easy, and every kind of library now also nowadays also many libraries of the India are actually using the card catalog. Then come to the another part, that is non-conventional form. Actually, those are not in a conventional form, we can say that that is non-conventional form. As a result of the developing of the computer and ICT in the library field, we can analyze that the technology should be helped from the user point of view and also as for the librarian point of view. So, that the reason the non-conventional form is replacing the conventional form, and all the information are arranging in the systematically way, and this is the reason that the every kind of library should adopt the non-conventional form of the libraries and or ICT in their libraries. Actually, there are basically three forms of the conventional forms. One is visible index form, microform, and machine readable catalog form. Visible index or Codex, it is known as the Codex. Okay, it is actually the card which can be accessed in the portability of the heading in the visibility. The card is also, this is like your card catalog, and it is kept in the carpet pocket. Visible index or Codex. Actually, this is very important, and it is first when the library are using the computer applications or ICT in the library, the Codex is the first analysis and which is easy to connect the users through the library catalog or through the internet communications. This is actually a card catalog like the card cabinets, and this card is instant. Actually, this is the card cabinets or this is the Codex. Actually, this is used in the special library, and many of the cards are arranged in this system in the skeletal way. Well, you can collect all the information, you put a card, access all the information, and depend on the replace at that place. This is actually card displayed there, and it is your racks where the information are stored. Okay. The Codex is the most importantly used in the special library when the information are analyzed and accessible in the formatical process. Formatical, when the information are in the analyzed or collect from the periodicals. It is actually useful from the periodical connected, and you know that the periodicals actually collected from the special library like your medical libraries, your research centers. The Codex is useful from that type of the libraries. The Codex is the one first catalog which the Indian special libraries are access their information in the qualitative way, and it is the contemporary information where the information are connected to the users basically in the periodical information, periodical information or the conventional form of the information. The card is occupies more space, actually it is look like the cat cabinet, and it is occupy much place and it is not visible if you are not able to collect or you are not guided properly to access all the information through the card. This form of the catalog used from the setting of the gramophone records. Actually it is an illustrated information. If you are like Akashvani Kendras, all those recorded information are stored. This Codex is much more useful from that type of the libraries. This is the image of the Codex. Next one is your Microform catalog. Actually Microform catalog is that. Okay, you all are seen that in the theaters. This is actually developed on the that content of information. Here this is actually information put in that way and it is not visible in the naked eyes. Okay, if you are learn to that microform of the catalog, it is not familiar to every kind of users. Actually it is outdated because from the this is actually not easy and it is not recorded any content of information to the general users. It is on the imaginary information and theme or features are the recorded to the content to the information, and where the advantages of that, it is an occupy very user spaces and probability, and it is not accessibility from the every kind of the users. If the users are not known about where the microform and how it will be look like and how you collect all the information, it is very difficult to every kind of the users, and it is not easier any academic libraries like your school, college or university libraries. It is, if it is a specific libraries like your defense academies or defense connected institutions, the microform catalog is easier, but in the academic library like school, college and universities, it is not familiar and the user cannot connect all the information through the microform catalog. Last one is your computerized or machine readable catalog. Actually machine readable catalog is known as the MARC. MARC is more important and it is at the nowadays the MARC is most contemporary information. Every kind of the special libraries like your IITs, IIT Kharagpur, any other digital libraries are using the MARC and OPAC. OPAC is one of the machine and computerized catalog. It is known as the Open Access Library Catalog. The computerized machine catalog, actually it is available in the software libraries. Now we all know that the traditional library to move over the digital library. Okay, the digital library replace the traditional library. A traditional library is connected to the conventional forms, but non-conventional forms is actually available in the form of the digital content and digital platform. Every kind of the computerized informations you can put only a database, you fill all the plate of the information like you, what is the author, who is the creator, who is the illustrator, what is the editor, what is the publication, you just put the information, you are not accessing any format. Okay, it is the software should be designed a format for you and it is arranged in the systematical way, access to the users, user can easily collect all the information. If a user available in the home and that in the COVID-19 page, you can present scenario describe the importance of the digital library. Okay, nowadays after some years you know that the traditional library should be collapsed. Only the digital platform and the online platform should be highlight the content of the information, and it is actually needed for the every citizen of the world to know that what is the computerized information and how should collect all the information through the computer or through the online content and platform. And actually computerized and machine readable catalog is much more important and much more contemporary information provided to the users behind of the traditional library. Actually this is the last part, this is I will elaborated all the content, and computerized catalog is look like that. Yes, it is actually fluid. You can collect catalog, if you click the catalog you find a format and you just put who is the author, who is the editor. After that the software should be designed a catalog format. Okay, and it will be also arranged in the database. You should go the search category, put a author name and you will display all the information. You have no need to cat cabinet, no need to microforms, no need to any other machines, you can access in your phone also. This is actually very friendly. Nowadays everyone known that the digital library, digital concept, digital platform, yes, digital platform is there, and every kind of the users should be known. Every every person should be familiar with the WhatsApp, Facebook, other electronical content or social media content. In that way, library also available in the institute websites, and it have a link to go to the library catalog, and you go to the library catalog, you can access all the information those are available or collect by the particular library. This is actually form of the library catalog, or the known as the physical form of the library catalog. In next class, I am already told that next class I will introduce or I will discuss about the inner form of the library catalog. What kind of the library catalog available, or what are the format of the library catalog should be accessible in the library. Okay, hope you all enjoy. Thank you.